Going to go over this bridge. You can pause that and read it if you want. James River Footbridge. Now, I understand that some people climb up on the top here and then they dive or jump into the water. But so as far as I'm concerned, it is way too cold to be doing that today. You can see the clouds up there being pushed over the mountains. That's why it rained last night. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. Not looking forward to that. But maybe we'll be in town by then. I have a rhododendron tunnel already this morning. Nothing like we had down south. But at least these have the flowers on them. There's a mountain laurel tunnel. So that's the James River down there. We crossed over that and climbed up here. We must have climbed from those mountains over there, across the river, and up here. Now we have 2,000 more feet to climb. They had a prescribed burn here early in the year. As you can see, they had closed the trail in this section so that they could burn underbrush. But take a look, this view at the top of this bald. We are going up that mountain and then hiking along on the ridge and then down. So 17-mile day, not a big day. A lot of elevation gain or loss. So it should be a nicer day in general. But this is the view from the top. Well, not the top, a top. So we're gonna step across the river on those rocks there, hoping not to get wet this time. Yes, this is still an area where Hurricane Helene has damaged the countryside. And there's still people working out here. Today, this trail has been amazing, though. I mean, this is a road, at least right here. And it's a beautiful sunny day. In the forest. The leaves are out. I'm at a lower altitude right now. Started out the day a couple thousand feet up and basically walked downhill, not on this trail, but on a different trail, for like 3 hours. It's just downhill. Now we got to pay for it. We're gonna walk uphill for 2,000 feet and what, 6 miles, 8 miles, something like that. But just in case you were curious if Helene damage was still here, this is still some of this anyway, not that. Some of this is fresh. Last year, fresh. And there's still trees down in the woods. I think there's 50 more trail miles to go until, so initially when the hurricane came through, they closed the first 850 miles of the Appalachian Trail. And I'm close to that end of that. So that will be the next couple of days. And in theory, the damage will abate. There may be some yet, but it won't be like what I've had. Of course, we got a video of the suspension bridge. Boing, 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 boing. One thing you can tell with the water here, where Hurricane Helene was, there's no muck on the ground in the rivers. It's all washed downstream. And there's muck here. This is a new experience on the trail for me. A river that has muck in it. Hey, take a look at this. I did it, 800. So that's another 100 miles marked off. Here's another 800. We'll see if there's any more ahead. Hey, another one.
Actually be an old chestnut right here.
We have chestnut.
I don't know if that's chestnut.
We have chestnut trees starting to grow, and we have the 20-year-old chestnut trees which have died from the blight, but at the base they're kicking out new saplings still of chestnut trees. This is pretty cool. It's kind of rare. Been climbing out of the valley for a while today after being dropped off from the motel that we stayed in. There's 3 of us shared a room at this I don't know, Budget Inn or something in Buena Vista. Sounds like California. It was a nice place. There was a Hardee's in town. There was a Food Lion not too far away they brought us to. And we were able to get supplies. Unfortunately, I think I got too many supplies. Because my pack is really heavy today. And today we're going to go over, I don't know the name of the mountain, but it's a shelter on top of the mountain. Is the priest shelter, where you can, in the logbook, you write down your sins that you committed on trail and be absolved, I guess, right? It's gonna be a 20-mile day. Up here going to the priest shelter is not going to be that hard. Climbing down from the priest shelter is a 3,000 foot descent in 4 miles. And then I think the actual difficulty is going to be that it's going to rain like 1.5 inches of rain tomorrow. And we have to climb up into 3 ridges. And that's supposedly a section of the trail that I don't think anybody likes. So we'll see how that goes. Today is a beautiful day, so we'll go with that. Tomorrow is tomorrow. I don't have to worry about tomorrow until I eat 1.5 pounds of food from today. Hopefully my pack's lighter. Tomorrow, climbing into 3 ridges. We shall see. Only a few minutes off trail, they said. Best view so far on trail. Okay, we'll see. All right. Well, it is a nice view. Well, it would have been nice if it was sunny today. But a nice view. There's tadpoles down there. Hopefully you got water before you came here and didn't need to drink this water. This shelter is the priest shelter, and the mountain that it's on is 4,018 feet tall. It is the last 4,000 footer, as far as I understand, until we get to New Hampshire. So that's good. The notable thing about the priest shelter is in the logbook, people write down their trail sins, and you get no forgiveness for these trail sins, no absolution, but I think they're more bragging than sins. But so I don't know what I'll write. I was thinking earlier I would write, I'm not going to tell you. Looking for a campsite for tonight, and we saw that the north side of the bridge appears to have better campsites. So we're going to go over the bouncy bridge. It is bouncy. It's a pretty river. It is going to rain tomorrow. Between tomorrow and the next day, they're saying plan for more than 5 inches of rain. So we have some plans to make. What to do about that? That means flash flooding and all that sort of thing. So Moondog says there's sites down this way. Well, the foliage is really overgrown right now, so I can't show you this sign I was looking for. It's also raining, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I haven't videoed much of anything today because it was just a brutal day, and it's raining and there's not much to see. But somewhere along here is um, a book that I read in high school. Had an, I'll tell you about it later. Since my wife picked me up, I had the opportunity to walk up here and take a look at this mile marker thing. I read a book in high school, maybe college or something around that time. Um, Magic Kingdom for Sale, sold. And it's a fictional novel, obviously. And at this point, a disillusioned lawyer buys a Magic Kingdom for $1 million. And he's given directions how to get there. And sometime during COVID, I decided I was going to I took a look at those directions because I remembered that they seemed like they would be like a real place. So I took a look at the directions and did some Googling and Google Maps, and I found it. I found the location indicated in the book for the time portal or time tunnel to Magic Kingdom. And it's mile marker 13 on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And so I'm just I'm just walking over here to mile marker 13. Actually, it's near mile marker 13. And then you're supposed to follow the nature trail, which when I looked it up, I'm like, oh, that's the AT. So I should find this place. So I did find it, and let me see if I can get here without getting poison ivy. That is mile marker 13 on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So I found the location, and I walked the 2 miles specified by the book, and time tunnel wasn't there, and I did not find the Magic Kingdom of Landover. So back to the real world.